Hello everybody, you got Mark coming to you this afternoon on the Garage Guy channel. Today is Saturday, April 4th, 2020. And you could say this video has been 1 year in the making. I believe it was late last spring, maybe early last summer. I did a video on a Marlin XTM 22 Magnum. And I'd already had this rifle. I bought it a few days after I bought the Marlin, and I was having some problems with it, and I did the video Marlin yada 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 not so good. Well, a viewer of mine, Mr. Jeff Donner, left a comment that he had a Ruger American Chamberton 22 Magnum, and I replied back to him, said, Jeff, I have one of those. I've yet to make the video. You know, and as soon as I get it on here, I'll give you a shout out. Well, Jeff, I made the video part, the review, and did the shooting. Well, I uploaded the shooting part of the video to my computer because I'd left out some information on the review part. Well, when I decided to shoot it again, I deleted the first review. And that's when my video camera went out. That's when I started having problems and had to start using a cell phone last fall to make videos. But right now, I've got the chance to finally get the review out on this Ruger American Bolt Action Rifle Chamberton 22 Magnum. What it comes with, of course, pretty simple. You got one 9-round rotary magazine. I bought this extra magazine at the dealer, Mahoney Sporting Goods in Abingdon, Virginia. I think it was about, if I remember, with tax and all, I went out the door for around $220 with this. I had this Simmons 22 Magnum 4x32 scope, and I went ahead and put it on here. I used to use Bushnells on my rimfire rifles, but those crosshairs, you know, they'd break and go that way or that way, so I quit fooling with them. And so far, I've yet to have any problems with the Simmons scopes. Of course, this does have the fiber optic front sight, has the buckhorn back sight that will fold down. It does have Ruger's version of the AccuTrigger. What I like about this, the Tang safety right here, back for safe, forward for fire. And it does have the additional cheek piece that's up higher in case you do have a scope on it. I have the other cheek piece at the house. It does come with Sling Swivel studs. And this Allen shoulder strap right here, it's just a Wally World job, but it's pretty comfortable. It's all I really need for this rifle right here. You know, I'm not going to take it deep in the mountain or anything like that. It's mostly for target practice, varmint control, that kind of thing. And of course, on the back of it, there's a little press button here. All I got to do is press it down. The bolt comes straight out, and to put it back in, it goes straight in. You don't have to pull the trigger or anything like that. I'm guessing the American is Ruger's line of budget bolt-action rifles, and so far they've been pretty good. I haven't heard too many people have too many complaints about them. The centerfire models, 22 Magnum, yeah, I've heard a few of them, but that seems to have smoothed out over the past few years. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to take this camera, I'm going to put it over here towards a picnic table. There we go. Yeah, as you can tell, I need to mow in here. Now what I'm going to be shooting at is, well, probably them first 4 or 5 targets over here. You know, just make sure she's functioning right for the review purpose. And I'm going to put my hearing protection in. Alright. Put my eye protection on. And we're going to go ahead and do some shooting. What I'm going to be using is a Winchester Universal 22 Magnum rounds. They are 45 grain, rated at 1550 foot per second. They're excellent rounds for a not a semi-auto, but a bolt-action rifle or a revolver. But as far as semi-auto handguns go, not really powerful enough to cycle the slide back. Yeah, I had some problems with these on with the Rock Island 22 Magnum 1911 model I had here recently. We go ahead and put it in. Yep, take these little guys off. Chamber the first round forward for fire. See if we can hear some steel. Alright. What? No. Okay. There we go. Ejects nicely. Not bad. Uh-oh. Was that a dud round? Made contact on there. Yeah, it must be a dud. Let's try that again. That works. We're clear. Push forward, magazine comes right out. Pretty smooth. These Bushnells, these little rimfire scopes, I really like them. You know, they might cost a couple dollars more than the, the Simmons. They may cost a couple dollars more than the Bushnells at Wally World. Well worth it, in my opinion. Don't fool with those little cheapo Bushnells. Alright. Clear again. Now, this is the magazine gotta be that I bought separate. Doesn't come out quite as smooth as the one that come with the rifle yet, but hey, give it some time, I'm sure it'll smooth out. One thing about these Ruger bolt actions with the polymer stock, especially the American model, has what you call, or what I call, the Ruger rub. Sounds like somebody walking wearing corduroy pants. Thank goodness corduroy pants went out of style back in the 70s. Whew! Oh boy. I probably got about 600 rounds through this over the past year. I've took out a few coyotes with it. I mean, one shot. This was dead on. I'm talking 100 yards, maybe a little farther. Put them right down. Those coyotes here, you wouldn't think a few years back here in the southwestern part of Virginia, they'd be any around here, but they've suddenly showed up over the past few years, and they've caused a lot of problems for a lot of local farmers. But something like this, if you don't put them down with the first shot, it'll sure send them packing. You know, and coyotes, like dogs and a lot of other animals, they do learn from their mistakes. Coyotes just aren't smart enough to, well, they'll come back a lot sooner than a dog would. Anyway, Ruger American, Chamberton 22 Magnum. I'm really liking this. This Allen strap right here, very comfortable. You know, I just take off with it or what have you. It's all I need. I think I gave maybe about $10 or $11 for it. And I do want to give a shout out to a subscriber I met in person today. I was down at Highland Arms putting a firearm on layaway, and my good buddy Jerry, who works there, introduced me to a fella. His name's Stephen Reynolds, and Jerry told him, said, "Steve, this guy's got his channel, you know," and he said, "What is it?" I said, "Garage Guy," and he said, "Well, I'll check it out," and he got his cell phone out and started looking. He said, "Hey, I'm already subscribed." You know, that makes doing this right here worthwhile. You know, you get to meet a lot of good people, get to contact them, converse, you know, back and forth, you know, comment section or in person, makes it really worthwhile. Stephen, I hope you and your family are doing well, you know, especially in this day and time with this C-19 virus running around. I hope you and your family stay safe and you are not affected by any of this, okay? That goes for everybody out there. I'd hate to see anybody get sick from this. So far in my part of Virginia, the southwestern part, we've had maybe 7 or 8 cases reported, but so far it's been nobody I know. But then again, that don't matter if I know you or not. I hope nobody has to deal with this. All right. But like I said, Ruger American, Chamberton 22 Magnum, it's been a good one, you know. Give it a try if you get a chance, all right? This is Mark, Garage Gate 79. I'm going to head on out of here. Y'all have a nice evening.